The star went out, and someone screamed my name from a world I'd never visited. I was alone. That's what they told me when they launched the probe. Alone in the observation vessel, alone in the silent stretch between galaxies, alone with nothing but instruments and the endless field of stars that had been burning since before Earth learned to count. My job was simple. Chart the decay rates of distant stellar bodies. Watch them die. Record it. Move on. I'd done it for 2 years without incident. Without question. But that night, if you could call it night when there was no sun to set, I watched a star blink out in the Vela constellation, and in the half-second of silence that followed, I heard her voice. Clear. Close. Like she was standing behind me in the cabin. Don't. I spun. Nothing. Just the hum of the life support and the faint tick of the radiation counter. I checked the logs. No communications. No signals. Nothing from Earth, nothing from the relay stations. The star's coordinates were still on my screen, a blackened gap now where something had burned for millions of years. Standard death. Expected. I noted it. Moved to the next target. But the voice stayed with me. The tone of it. Not pleading. Not angry. Just certain. I didn't sleep. I ran diagnostics instead. Everything came back normal. When I checked the secondary feed, though, I saw something I'd missed. Right before the star collapsed, there'd been a spike in something the instruments didn't have a name for. A shimmer in the fabric of local space, like reality had flinched. I tagged it for review and forced myself into the sleep pod. But my dreams were full of voices. Thousands of them. All whispering the same word. Stop. The next star went out 3 days later. This time I was ready. I watched it happen in real time, my face inches from the monitor. The light didn't fade. It just ended. One moment burning, the next, void. And in that void, the shimmer again. Stronger now. I recorded it. Magnified it. Ran it through every filter I had. What I saw didn't make sense. It looked like a face. No, not a face. The idea of a face. A shape pressed against the surface of space itself, trying to push through from the other side. And then the comms crackled. Hello? A man's voice. Uncertain. Afraid. I grabbed the headset. Who is this? Identify. I don't know where I am. I was dying. I remember dying. And now I'm here. Where is here? My throat tightened. This is a restricted research channel. How did you access this frequency? I didn't access anything. I just woke up. I can see you. You're in a ship. You're alone. Why are you alone? I killed the connection. My hands were shaking. I pulled up the star's data again. Cross-referenced it with the archives. The star had a designation. Kepler 1257. No planets. No stations. Nothing within 100 light-years. No reason anyone should be there. No reason anyone should be calling me. But when I checked the logs again, I saw it. A timestamp. The exact moment the star died. And beneath it, a note I hadn't written. James Corvin. Age 34. Cause of death, cardiac failure. Time, 3:17 Universal Time Coordinated. I searched the database for James Corvin. Nothing. No astronaut. No scientist. No one in any registry connected to the mission. I was about to delete it when the comms opened again. Please. I don't understand what's happening. I was in a hospital. My daughter was holding my hand. And then, nothing. And then this. Please. I didn't answer. I couldn't. Because I'd just noticed something else. Another star, 2 sectors over, had gone dark while I was reviewing the data. And the moment it did, a new note appeared. Yuki Tanaka. Age 29. Cause of death, drowning. Time, 1422 Universal Time Coordinated. I started compiling the data immediately. Watching the notes appear. Every star that died, a name appeared. A person. A life. A death. I cross-referenced them with Earth databases. Some matched. Some didn't. But the ones that did, they'd all died recently. Within the last year. Some within the last week. I was looking at a graveyard. Not of stars. Of people. I sent a priority transmission to Mission Control. It would take 6 hours to reach them. 6 hours for their response to return. I spent that time watching. Recording. Trying to make sense of it. And then I made a mistake. I touched one of the controls. A dead star's coordinates. A command I'd used 1,000 times before. Stellar reactivation simulation. A modeling tool meant to test how much energy it would take to reignite a collapsed star. I didn't think. I just ran it. The star flared. Bright. Sudden. Burning again like it had never stopped. And the note beside it vanished. The comms exploded with static. Then a voice. The man from before. James Corvin. Oh God. Oh God, I'm back. I can feel it. My chest. It hurts. I'm breathing. The signal cut. I pulled up the archives. Searched for his name again. This time, it appeared. James Corvin. Living. Alive. Current status, recovering in intensive care in Seattle. The timestamp on his death was gone. Rewritten. But when I looked out the observation port, I saw something else. A galaxy. One I'd charted months ago. Andromeda's outer spiral. It was gone. Not dark. Not collapsed. Gone. Like it had never existed. I checked the database. No records. No entries. No missions sent there. No observations logged. 100 billion stars. Erased. And I knew that I'd done it. Mission Control's response came through 6 hours later. They said I was experiencing isolation psychosis. They wanted me to activate the emergency beacon and wait for retrieval. But I understood. Every star is a moment. A death. Held in place by something so vast we'd mistaken it for physics. And when you erase one, you erase the trade. A life returns. A civilization ends. I didn't know why. I didn't know who built it or why it had to be this way. But I understood the weight now. The cost of every light in the sky. I looked out at the stars. Billions of them. Each one someone's last breath. Each one holding the dark in place so something else could live. And I realized I had a choice. I could do nothing. Let them burn. Let them die as they were meant to. Let the universe keep its shape. Or I could bring them back. One by one. Every name. Every person. Every stolen moment returned. And in exchange, I could make the stars go out forever. I reached for the controls. My hand hovered over the command. I thought about my sister. She died 3 years ago. Cancer. I'd been off-world. I never said goodbye. And somewhere, out there, a star was burning in her place. I could find it. I could bring her back. The cost didn't matter to me anymore. I pressed the button. The sky began to go dark.